Tensions are at the peak once again between Russia and Ukraine, and it is highly possible that a war may break out between the two countries. When there are conflicts that too on such a big scale, there is always a chance of war. That is what exactly happening between Russia and Ukraine at the moment. It is officially reported that the tension between the two countries is at its peak, more than ever. In this video, we will be figuring out the reason for the conflict between both countries and how it ignites the fire of World War III. Yes, you heard it right. World War III. Russia and Ukraine have always been in a Cold War, but what we should be concerned about it, that isn't a Cold War anymore. According to Washington, Russia has gathered more than 100,000 Russian soldiers and tanks on the border and subsequently annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine in recent weeks, raising the concerns that Russia may invade Ukraine. That's clearly not a sign of peace. So, what is at the heart of the conflict that has been going on for more than 7 years? Allow us to take you back in history. Ukraine is the second largest country by area after Russia in Eastern Europe. Bordered by Russia to the east and in the far southeast, the country is separated from Russia by the Kerch Strait, which connects the Sea of Azov to the Black Sea. Ukraine was part of the Russian Empire for centuries and was also part of the USSR. After World War II, the western part of the Ukraine merged into the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, and the whole country became a part of the Soviet Union. Ukraine served as a strategic part of the Soviet Union, with a large agricultural industry and important ports on the Black Sea, until the Soviet Union broke into several countries, declaring Ukraine an independent state in August 1991. But Russia didn't let Ukrainians take a sigh of relief. Even though Russians and Ukrainians parted ways linguistically, historically, and most importantly, politically, there has been tension between Ukraine's old ties to Russia and new alliances with Western nations ever since. Ukraine went through two revolutions in 2005 and 2014, both times rejecting Russia's supremacy and seeking a path to join the European Union and NATO. NATO is a military alliance between the USA and European countries. President Vladimir Putin is particularly enraged by the prospect of NATO bases next to his border, as he had already wanted NATO against expanding eastwards, as the country is already surrounded by the NATO countries. Putin is urging the West to guarantee security and making sure that Ukraine doesn't shake hands with NATO. Putin has, however, claimed multiple times that Russians and Ukrainians are one people and part of the Russian civilization. But Ukrainians reject his claims. Since NATO didn't accept the demands, the soldiers have been deployed on the borders and a high alert has been given. The pressure between the two countries is severe. But how does this situation indicate the start of World War III? Russia has been wanting to invade Ukraine and make its position strong by supporting the separatists in the country, building a high-security fence on the border of Crimea and Ukraine, and now deploying the soldiers and tanks on the borders. The USA and other countries of the European Union have warned Russia multiple times that strict actions will be taken against the country if it keeps increasing the tensions. On the other hand, China has come forward in support of Russia, assuring the support to the government. USA and China are already in the war of winning the title of superpower. In the meanwhile, Russia is standing strong on its decision. One way or other, most of the highlighted countries in the world are aligned against each other, which definitely calls for a big war. If the tension remains, the situation can get more complicated and the results can be very scary. So, Infomanias, that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel and leave a big thumbs up if you like the video. Also, tell us your opinions on this situation in the comment section below. And what do you think? Can this tension among the two countries lead the world to World War III? Hopefully not. We will meet you in the next video with something really interesting. Until then, bye-bye.